No.
No eating asses.
No.
No, none, zero. Zip, not a zilch.
Is this the beginning of the podcast, my
Perhaps. I'm gonna start doing that more often. Just like start a conversation just to see how it goes.
Is that the actual start, my
Of course, it's the actual start.
Fuck off.
Hello.
Welcome to the StarGazer podcast.
I'm Eli.
I'm Monty.
I think that's the second time we've done that joke.
I refused to the first time.
No, I don't think we have done that joke before. Like,
No,
this is
no.
the second time I did that joke with Sid. But it was great because I said I'm Sid, and she responded I'm Monty. Wait, what?
God.
So
damn
she
it.
didn't know what was happening.
I'm wearing a blanket, even though I got my dad bod rocking because.
Yep.
I don't know how comfy Monty is with my nips, and also I don't want the
don't.
internet to have my feet right now.
I don't give a shit. You know I have socks upstairs, right? Don't do it.
I'm just gonna let the fungus breathe a
God,
little bit.
the fungus. He got mushrooms.
No, he got worse.
He got worse.
He has spread.
To
My chest.
okay. All right.
If at any point I let it get to the point where it goes to my asshole or my genitals, I'm gonna kill myself.
I don't.
I'm just gonna flat out stop
You're
life.
just dead.
Yup. There can't be fungus if there's nothing for it to live on.
You say he has spread because you have given it a name.
His name is Cosmo.
Okay, yeah. Would you care to explain?
I have a
Because I'm sure the internet doesn't know.
I have a cosmetic fungus
Yes.
that is very common among people that are above the age of 15 and under the age of 20 called tinea versicolor, which they say common. Never met a single other person with it.
Right.
Then again, probably don't know you got it. It's probably on your ass cheek or something, and you honestly couldn't probably care less. I don't. It's just little dots.
Keep your nipple in that shirt. Don't do it.
I'll do it when you're not looking.
Listen, we'll fuck it, dude. We will get taken down. Do you have
For
any
my
idea how
man
strict
nips?
Twitch is?
For my man
For
nips?
any nips. Do you have any idea how strict Twitch
I
guidelines
don't
are?
even feed with these. These are just for my fat pizza purposes.
I can make a joke and say that looked like it.
How could you?
How could I? Whatever. What a great start and a great show you've tuned in for.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. So Rick and Morty drops tomorrow.
That's great.
Yeah.
I haven't caught up with
They
the
put
last.
What was the last season you watched? What was the last thing you remember happening?
I tried to watch the Szechuan sauce episode while people were trying to get it on your porch.
Oh God, that's not a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot you've missed.
That's a lot to unpack. And
That's
a lot
to
that
unpack.
I've missed.
We're gonna unpack how much he's missed. You have missed all of season 3, and we are
Okay.
about to open season 5 tomorrow night.
I'm alright with that.
You're not. There's a lot you've missed. It's pretty important. It's pretty fucking important too.
I'll tell you why I haven't missed it.
Missed it like you haven't been upset that you haven't seen it.
Not
missed
upset
it,
that I haven't
Not
seen
missed it as in you haven't seen it.
Because I had an issue with fandom talks the other day.
Right.
I'm also under a blanket because I'm a dumbass and I left my windows down in the...
Yes.
I'm going to keep this button for no
For no reason. No reason.
I left my windows down so my car could be cool, and it got so cool that it thunderstormed with a tornado warning. All up in
That
my
was last
car.
night.
So, fuck
Yep.
me, I guess.
Just your car though, nowhere else.
Oh, yeah, of course, just my car.
Yep.
Why would it be anywhere else?
Of course. You're the only one who left their windows down. But no, it was like a nightmarish thunderstorm last night to the point where I was honestly thinking we might have to cancel the podcast today because I thought the power was going to go out.
Oh, yeah, we are very lucky. There
Yeah.
are like 23,000 people without power in Greater Cincinnati.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Um,
Come on, I almost said Dell. What are they called?
Duke.
Duke. Come on, Duke. Get on it. Fix our power.
Yeah, go out in the active tornado possible and
Yeah.
just fix those
Yeah.
wires.
It's not what it's called, Duke Energy,
If
not
you get
Storm Chaser Duke.
If you get closer to those clouds, what are they gonna do? Leave you
Rain
alone?
on you?
They're gonna stab you. with thousands
Oh.
of volts of electricity.
I know why. Well, first of all, Duke's electric proof because they run the energy. Second of all, I know why they don't go out during storms because they're witches.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
witch rhymes with bitch, and if they go out in the storm, they'll melt and die.
I can't even tell
And
where
then
that
we
joke
don't have power.
is going.
It's going nowhere. I hate this city.
Also, if you see me rubbing my ears, it's called I'm a dumbass and I went underwater because I like being underwater.
You have cosmetic fungus in your ear.
No, I have tubes in my ears and I'm paying the price for my own happiness.
Oh, what?
Exactly.
We used to make that joke all the fucking time.
You know, and it's mainly just because I had an experience recently, fandom-wise, with another individual that lives locally in the area who works at a restaurant by the name of The Hedgehog.
Is the restaurant actually called The Hedgehog?
No. It's just Sonic. I mean, it's a big chain.
Oh.
Thousands of Sonics.
Who do we know that works at Sonic?
No one. It's
Oh.
called a stranger that I decided to compliment, and we got into a way too long conversation.
Oh. See, you can make friends anywhere. I stay in this basement and rot.
I went to my local comic shop, as you could see by the table in front of us.
I went there too. We got... Also, I don't know what the hell this is. Fucking...
There's a chibi version?
Usagi Yojimbo. Is there? There is. Oh, that's so cool. I don't know what this is, but I like it. And it's pretty dang neat. There's like a guy who's like, I need to deliver the sword for my master who passed away last month.
Yeah.
And they go into a town and then they get stopped by like a bunch of gang members and then the guy's just like, yeah, you don't want to fight us. And then they're like, oh, what, you gonna stab us or something? And then he stabs them.
He did say he was gonna stab you.
He did. He really did.
No, but the thing is that there was a student who came in with an angel dust pin, which I like has been.
Right.
And we got into a conversation that I didn't want to have, and it's a little mean to say, but he did not look like he knows how to wash his body. And if you're watching this, shower. I have no remorse telling you to actually bathe yourself.
He might not have a shower. He might not have access to water. You don't know that. I am just guilt tripping you.
I will toss any motherfucker a bar of soap and tell him to stand in the rain. If I
You know
was
that might make you stink
homeless-
worse, right?
If I was homeless...
We're about to lose a lot of viewers.
This is 100% satire.
Not implying
If
our
I
viewers are
was
homeless. Yeah.
I would shower in the rain. I would.
That's satire, though, you said.
Because I would rather be wet than covered in mystery crust. And you know exactly what I mean by those words.
Kill a pig and use the bacon as soap, because that's what soap's made of. Pig fat. Right? Or am I thinking of something else?
Just made out of fat in general.
Alright.
Which reminds me of a shitty story.
What kind of shit?
Murdery shit that I was told. About a woman who used to... I learned... this is a story that I heard while playing Skyrim, by the way. From my roommates.
Right.
A person ran a motel. And she would poison their tea, their morning tea, which would kill them. She would burn them and use their fat to make soap. And then use it in her bed and breakfast and to sell. And the only reason she got caught was because someone remembered the smell of burning bodies in Auschwitz. And she was arrested.
Oh, so this was a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh my god. That's like a real life Hansel and Gretel.
How much shit in your drawers would there be if you woke up and realized that your bar of soap was human fat?
Imagine waking up to that, though. No, imagine waking up to that smell, and then you're like, God, no, I'm back. And then you're in a hotel room, and you're like,
oh.
This isn't right.
It's like it's 7 a.m., I need to go to class. Oh, yeah, that's right. I graduated. I'm a teacher!
Except there's no second stage. It's just, oh, right. Wait a minute. Why do I smell that, then?
It's just, oh, I was just probably having a bad dream. I'm in a hotel.
Yeah. Why can I smell that? Turns out it was in the basement, and it goes through up through all of the fireplaces in all of the hotel rooms.
Yeah.
So everyone can smell burning bodies.
Well, also that's a hard smell to pinpoint.
Burning bodies?
Yeah, because you don't know that smell until
Right.
you smell it.
Right. Unless you can identify this is a body and it is on fire, and you know what that smell is, you can't. That makes sense.
Like you wouldn't be able to smell what burnt rubber is like until you smell it.
Right.
You just assume that it smells one way
You wouldn't
until you
know
actually smell it.
if you were to smell like fucking freshly cut grass, but you didn't know that grass had been cut nearby. You'd have no fucking clue what that smell is.
Yeah.
And you would just be like, man, it's weird. Every time Dave brings out his lawnmower, it's a really nice smell. I'm gonna go buy a lawnmower and just sniff it all day.
I thought of a fun question to ask you, but I want you to remind me later because I want to finish the story.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me it's about candles.
Okay.
That's all I need you
Do you
to
not
do.
want to talk about it on here? Or?
No, I want to talk about it on the podcast. Just I need
Okay.
to finish this fucking story.
Okay.
But so I mean, he wasn't like a musty motherfucker. It's just like I've been sitting there for 2 hours. I'm already upset because I would rather be doing
Anything else?
I'd rather be talking to the dude who runs the shop,
Right.
but he was busy talking to another dude.
For 2 hours?
No, I had just been sitting there shooting the shit with him, but this conversation felt like it lasted 2 hours.
Damn.
Because I was sitting there and waiting for him to finish up, and I was like, all right. Because I think I was either buying something or somebody else was buying something or some shit. And I also had volunteered to clean.
Right.
And I was just waiting to see if he would let me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hey, I like your angel dust pin. He went, oh, thanks. What's your favorite episode? And I went, fuck! This is going to be a 45-minute conversation. Because I knew just immediately this guy would not shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
So I used my skills against him, and I out-talked him. So I just rambled until he left.
I am highly impressed.
Because he was like, oh, what's your favorite episode? And I went, oh, yeah, well, I really like this one because of this, and that, and, like, the casting on it was really this, and that, and I don't have anything against this episode or anything like that, or how the series runs entirely, but I like this series above this series, and he was like, yeah, I gotta go now, and I went, have a nice day, shithead.
Get fucked.
I think the other thing that made me a little worried about this motherfucker was his beard. He had a rockin' beard.
Yeah.
Issue. It was stiff. Like, you know how hair is mostly malleable? It looked...
Did it look like his beard was just a weirdly shaped rock?
like a Minecraft texture. Like, just static. Unmoving.
Did it... Was it like, Jeremy's castaway beard on his Minecraft skin where it just looks like a fucking mullet?
Yes. Like, he looks like he built it himself from the top down. He looks like he wakes up and for breakfast he puts a little piece on.
No, don't you know he eats Beardos?
Oh,
And that's how
gotta have your Beardos.
Gotta have your Beardos every morning. Fucking Christ. But yeah, we were there at the comic store, just shooting the shit, doing whatever.
Button.
There was this fuck. I don't remember who this was, but some guy came in. He was talking about he had to move a couch with his friend a couple of years ago, and they were like, "All right, we'll just carry it up, just 2 hands." And then they're going.
He's a
up.
regular.
He's a regular.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came in. He was talking about this thing. He's carrying up a couch with his friend, and I think he said they drop it, and it lands on its side, and it just kept rolling down the hill.
Yeah, because they were carrying it above the car.
So they were like standing in the car or something?
They were sitting in the car with their arms over the windows,
Oh.
holding it.
So they're holding it on top of the car.
And then
they
it was
slip.
both. And he went, you don't need a couch anymore. He went, no, I don't think I don't.
I don't think I need a couch anymore. Good.
Fuck. But, I feel bad saying that, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you have zero energy about you, And everything about your demeanor tells me you own a katana and you called people on Discord kitten.
His name, funny enough, I knew that guy. His name was Carson.
Oh, fuck.
God.
Which, I don't judge you if you are a Discord mod that calls people kitten. I judge you.
Well, here's the thing. You could be genuine. You could just be that sweet. But it's unlikely.
Yeah, also I think kitten kind of draws a line.
Yeah.
That's a lot more personal than, like...
Right.
Well, than a couple other names. Like, I consider babe, like, toeing the line. Like, you're walking on the ice.
What's a good... I'm trying to think of a good word now. Sweetie, maybe? That could be a general term, right?
I use love and hun all the time.
Yeah, love and hun. Those are other good ones.
But that's also because we're from fucking Ohio.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
No.
I hate how much I say that. I really do. I catch myself every time and I go, wow, I could not be any more fucking curdled white.
I am honestly not convinced, because of how little I say it, in favor of another term. What's the term I use? Ah, shit. I do that a lot.
Yeah.
So I don't know what people in other states than Ohio...
I need a fucking Porsche.
What are your phrases? Like, Ohio has... Oh.
Florida has fuck!
Yeah. New York has... Hey! I think.
Actually, Florida just got rid of critical race theory, so they're probably going to use the N-word for the foreseeable future.
As an exclamation?
Yeah.
I don't think that's how that works.
You should see what it's like without critical race theory in an education field.
As an exclamation. I don't think it would fit that. Like, I don't think that would catch on.
If you get the opportunity,
Like, sure, they'll use it in that case, but like, you wouldn't just scream pillow.
Well, like, my thing is, like, also one, our qualifications to talk about this are about zilch, but
yeah,
I mean, someone's got to talk about it.
We are two 20-year-old white dudes.
Yeah,
in a basement in fucking mid-class Ohio.
There are probably like 15 other podcasts that can talk about this way more qualified because we are...
Right.
Because they are not 20 and not white kids.
Yeah.
But if you get the chance to watch The Daily Show with Trevor Noah and his recent explanation of what history looks like without critical race theory, it's batshit. Like, holy fuck.
Fuck.
But, dude, Florida and Texas are their own breeds.
Yeah.
Like, fully.
Right.
Mainly because Texas, I think, just tried to sign something about being able to open carry without a gun license.
I think so. I don't remember the full details, but
so that every day that passes, I had something happen last night where Ollie looked at me and I was like, "So, do you want to move to Canada?" And they went, "It gets more favorable the more time passes." And I went,
every second that passes a 0.0 something % likelihood that you move to Canada.
Yeah. Well, because, like, think about the benefits. The government is about the same as it was about 15 years ago, except with free healthcare and, I think, lower property value.
They have free healthcare, and you hypothetically could learn to speak French.
I also could see a doctor in 24 hours and not next month.
Never. Yep. Also, isn't Canada's grading scale like 100 to 80 something is an A, and like it goes down to like, because here it's like
Canada just doesn't give a shit.
65 is a failing grade here.
Yeah.
In Canada, it's like 30 something.
Which they raised by like 6 points because it used to be a 59.
Was it?
Yeah. That's how I passed most of my English classes, which is surprising.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
really good at English.
But you don't fucking speak it.
You almost didn't.
My point exactly. Our education system's dog shit.
Yeah, our education's dog shit.
But we're not going to shit on America. We do that enough every podcast.
We do that enough every day.
Every day.
I do it. I do it every day. Don't think I fucking don't.
No. You wake up and go, man, fuck this country.
Dude, there are some old people out there that I don't understand why they want to be alive. Because I look at them and I'm like, damn, if I ever have as many problems as you do, I hope someone pulls the plug on me.
Yeah.
Or if I don't do it my fucking self.
You get up and you're like, I'm tired of this. Fuck it. See ya.
No, in all legitimate circumstances, will I kill myself over the span of my life?
Probably
no.
not.
Will I pull the plug on myself? However, about 90%. If it comes to I need a plug, I'm pulling it.
Yep.
Because I don't. That's not how I'm gonna.
Don't plug you in.
Well, yeah. I don't. That's not how I want to live.
Yeah.
I don't want to live my life plugged into whatever the fuck is gonna keep me alive.
Right.
At that point, you are just keeping me alive to keep me alive, and either God changes it and I get better, or I'm delaying God wanting me and wherever He needs me.
Delaying God.
And so I would rather not keep the big man waiting and just let him make his decision on me whenever he wants.
Fair enough. How do we get here from Rick and Morty?
Because the Rick and Morty fandom scares me, and I had a fandom story.
Yeah.
The Rick and Morty fandom does terrify the absolute shit out of me.
Well, speaking of fandoms, a lot of fandoms have gone complete batshit recently because of all the shit that's coming out in games.
Yeah. Well,
What was it? Nintendo Direct, Xbox Direct, and E3. Those have all happened, right?
yeah.
Is E3 still going on? Or is that over?
Well, the directs and showcases were for E3.
Okay.
Like, that Nintendo Direct was the E3 Nintendo Direct.
Right.
And PlayStation officially backed out of E3, like, for the last 3 years.
Yeah. I was
So-
wondering why there's no such thing as a PlayStation Direct anymore.
Well, they have their State of Plays, which is kind of like Nintendo Direct, except they don't show up at E3 for whatever fucking reason.
Fucking gross.
Also, if you just got a glimpse of my toes, it's the only one you're gonna get.
How much time before? Nope, they're already on. They're already on FootWiki. Man, that was fast.
I'll check.
They're persistent. Fucking check.
If my feet aren't on FeetWiki right now, I don't know what to do.
It's Foot's Wiki. Listen, it's called Teethpaste. Don't even get me started. Do you brush one tooth at a time?
No? Why?
No. You brush your teeth. That is the phrase. So why is it called toothpaste?
Listen, I just slap shit on a brush and brush my fucking gums.
Right, that's the thing. That for you it should be called gum paste. Why isn't it called teethpaste?
Did you just change the title of the podcast?
Did I? No. I'm looking this up. I'm looking up why isn't this
Oh.
called teethpaste?
Has anybody been in chat?
I don't think so. Yep, right bold, no viewers. Reasons from the web that kind of makes sense. Toothpaste is a compound noun made from two nouns. Compound uses singular words as the case of tooth and paste. It is paste for your teeth, so why is it not teeth paste then? Come on, Quora. When used on at least one tooth. It's teeth paste. Also, it's not football. How many feet are you using? Like, how many players are on the field in football? I know sports. 11 players. It's 22 feet in a game of football.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Sorry, promoting the stream. Well, I mean,
it's 22 players.
To real fast
22.
tune back in, what football are you talking about?
Wait, 2 teams of 11... Oh, no. It's 22 players. 2 teams of 11 each. So it's 44... I'm talking about American football. Sorry,
Okay.
pigskin. Oblong, brown stitches. So 44 feet shouldn't be called football because that implies there's just 1 foot. So it's like a pirate with a peg leg. And if there's 44 feet, it should be called feetball.
Here's the issue. It shouldn't be called football.
Right, because they're not...
Soccer?
Soccer should be called football.
It already is football.
It already is football. Why did we call it soccer?
Because we're dumb.
Because we are.
We're
Where
fucking
does
stupid.
the word soccer come from?
Because we're suckers. We're fucking
Where does the
stupid.
word soccer come from? It's at the top of my search history. Word soccer comes from the use of the term association football and goes back 200 years. A bunch of British universities took football, a medieval game, and started playing their own versions of it, all under different rules. So, the SOS association, is where you get soccer. Sos? Looking kind of sos.
You motherfucker.
Yeah, as always. But, what did come out or get announced in I'm having a stroke? E3.
That depends
Video
on what you're
games.
interested in.
Alright, well, I know there's a new character for Smash. I know there's a new Metroid game coming out. That isn't Metroid 5. Not
Yeah, so we
what's
have
it, Prime?
I'm gonna say Karaguya, and I'm gonna know that I'm wrong. From Tekken, for the Smash
Right.
Fighter, and we're gonna have a Metroid Dread,
Right.
which is a new 2D Metroid, which people are psyched for,
Yeah.
including myself.
It's not Prime, though, because that's the one everyone's waiting for, right?
Yeah, Metroid Prime 4
Mhm.
is what everybody's waiting for.
Right.
Hey, real fast question: did I leave a hair tie here?
You probably.
All right,
You always
shit.
leave hair ties here.
I need to keep them on my person more.
Right? You come down here with food and drinks, and you leave everything on the table or on the couch or on the desk over here, and you leave your hair ties around, and you leave the couch a mess. This is just me complaining about you now.
Yeah.
So, Suction Cup Man 4 came out.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. You know I love you, right?
I know.
Um,
I was gonna be mean right back, but I decided against it.
do it.
That's why you don't come over anymore, right?
Right.
I know you don't come over because the fucking cat and the
Yeah.
snake.
I don't come over. That is 100% the reason I don't come over because the cat might kill me, and I don't want to risk that.
Yep.
Yep. That's why I will never get a cat. I will never own a cat. I probably won't ever date anybody that has a cat or is like, I have to have a cat.
All right, real talk.
Mhm.
Aside from having a camera on you,
What?
I'm gonna point a finger to make it more dramatic. Would you ever live with me if I had a cat?
No.
Okay.
Because the cat would be everywhere, and if I'm allergic to it, I would die.
Okay.
If it was you, me, and a cat, I wouldn't do it because it's a cat.
Okay.
Cat's either 100% on or 100% off.
Understood.
That's like, I'm not gonna stop you from getting a cat. Go get a cat, but like, fucking.
I want to expand upon that later, just not like right now. I just figured I'd
That's fair.
ask now.
That's fair. But again, I had a bad allergic reaction once when I didn't know, and I was like, "Hey, I'm not feeling good," and then I turn around and my neck is like covered in hives, and my dad's like, we're leaving now. What the fuck happened?"
Let me tell you the fun world of allergies.
Mm-hmm.
Because
You're allergic to shrimp, right?
No. And
Seafood?
No.
What is it?
It changed because I realized
That's not how allergies work.
it is because I found the actual source of what was causing me my pain. So I thought that I was allergic to like 3 different things because every time I ate sushi, my mouth burned. Fair to assume, because it's 3 things in there that I usually don't eat constantly, which would be shrimp, avocado, seafood, or seaweed. Fuck.
Seafood, yep. Or seafood.
I thought it was seaweed at first, because I had never eaten seaweed before.
Right.
And shrimp just makes me bloated, because I fucking destroy shrimp.
Yeah.
Because I can fill up on shrimp and then suddenly I'm like, oh shit. It turns out it's avocado.
Okay.
And it's because of pollen. There's a weird science reason behind it, but it's the same reason why when I eat apples, my mouth starts to burn. Because pollen in the actual fruit, something to do with that causes my allergies to flare up when I'm eating it.
That is really weird.
So I can't usually eat raw apples. When I say raw, because the pollen would be baked or cooked out of anything that has apples in it. If you cook it. But just like, if you were to pluck an apple, wash it, slice it open, and me eat it, I would not be able to.
Okay.
Causes me to have an allergic reaction.
Okay.
Here's how we found that out with avocado. I had really wanted to try it, because it was like a healthy add-in that I really couldn't taste.
Mhm.
Found out why I couldn't taste it.
You're like, man, this kind of...
My roommate made me a breakfast bowl with avocado in it.
Uh-huh.
Like a full half of an avocado in it. It was that, eggs, sour cream cheese. It was fucking awesome. I ate the rest of it even after I figured out I was allergic because it was delicious.
Right. You're just like, you shouldn't be eating that, but it's so good.
My mouth was... I thought that I wanted to tear all the fucking skin out of my mouth. Because it was... Well, no, because it was that... It was like itch burn.
Yeah.
And I was just like, there's nothing that can fix this. There's nothing that can fix this. Unless I were to just numb all my shit, which I don't know how to do.
No, again.
But that's how we figured out that I was allergic to avocado, is because the sushi rolls that I usually get, or California rolls, and wherever I get them from, usually has avocado in it.
Right.
So as long as I try different sushi, I'm good.
I'm either gonna sound... No, I'm gonna sound stupid regardless. Guac.
You can't have it.
Okay, I was gonna say, guac is made from avocados, right?
It's pretty much... It's about 75% avocado.
Okay, so...
The other 25% is assorted, chopped, and minced vegetables.
So, if you go to Chipotle, you cannot have guac.
Nope.
Damn. I mean...
It was delicious when I had it. I'm not missing much anymore.
So every time you would have guac at Chipotle previously, it would do a similar thing where you just want to tear the skin out of your mouth?
I was also never interested. I never had any... Because it was green, and 12-year-old me went, ew! And then my brain at 17 went, hey, remember when you said ew? And I was like, yeah, ew.
Ew.
And then 19-year-old me was like, oh, man, I guess I should try things that are actually going to be good for my body. And then I would try it, and it went, nope, you're allergic. Bonk.
So you were right the whole
Fun
time.
fact, it'll kill you.
Ew! Fact, it'll kill you. Boom.
Speaking of Chipotle, dude,
Yeah.
the Chipotle next to my apartment,
Yeah.
awful. Literally the
Really?
worst. Yeah.
This is the one in front of the movie theater?
Yeah.
Why?
They gave me like half a bowl of shit. I paid for everything full price, and I got to my table, and I did what I usually do, where I scoop
Stir
it
it
all
up.
around because
Yeah.
I like to eat it with chips.
Right.
They filled half the bowl.
So there's just like not as much food in it?
Well, like usually I can like spin it around and like push it, and like it really doesn't. There's no empty space. I literally mean half the bowl was empty.
What the fuck?
And I was like, I don't want to take this up to them and tell them, hey, can you fix my shit? But also, that's $10.
Yeah.
What the
You
fuck?
should have gone up and told him, hey, there's not a lot of stuff in here.
Oh, Ollie did. God bless them. Because I was
See?
because I was not in the mental state to do that. I was like, I don't want to look like a fucking boomer right now.
You're really concerned about not looking like a boomer. Have you seen a mirror? You're wearing... What is that?
I wasn't
Hawaiian
wearing
shirt, you
this
have
that-
2 buttons.
I wasn't wearing this that day.
I know, I'm just saying.
Also, our entire area is like predominantly Republican.
Right. Also, I like how the other day we went to the mall and we said something along the lines of, oh, we should put on a mask. We don't want to look like Republicans.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, guys.
Not on the internet, apparently. But, I lost it. What were we saying? We were like, we should put on a mask before we go in there. We don't want to look like Republicans. And I think either you or me said, have you looked at us?
I did.
Because...
Well, because everybody was dressed to the fucking nines in gothic,
Yeah.
feminine, or masculine shit.
Gothic, feminine or masculine.
I was in a
opposite
skirt
of-
and top
and
hat. No one's gonna
rainbow-
think I'm a Republican.
and rainbow shit, and because I think we were going shopping for like Pride stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
Which again, I'm very sad that Pride got canceled. But apparently,
It happens.
what is it? What's the one? The one where I met Brent Spiner.
Yes, that is still on.
That is on
October.
in God, what's it fucking called? What's the name of the thing?
Cincinnati
Cincinnati
Comic
Comic
Expo.
Expo. But yeah, that's still on. So if you were planning on going, and you're in this vicinity, go to it because it's going to happen. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've been thinking, Wharf Stash, honestly.
Do it.
Yeah.
If-
I need to find a pink mustache though.
I-
I think Party City.
I have a production plan. If you want to hear it,
We could talk about that later though.
I figured.
Yeah. Let's not talk about it on the podcast. It's like saying, "Oh, I want to meet." I don't know what where that came from. I was about to do the.
Well, I mean, we could talk about production stuff on the production podcast.
Well, this isn't that. It's not. This is a hey, what's happened on the internet recently?
StarGazer Studios.
All right, just double checking on that one.
You hurt me. You hurt me.
I'm
hurt
teasing
me.
the shit out of you, and I'm sorry.
You fucking dumbass. This guy right here. Lord, put an L on your forehead. Somebody once told him. What else was there?
But you know, I didn't want to be a shit, because I also wasn't dressed to the nines in my usual attire or looking like a dad.
Dressed to the nines. I need to know more about that phrase.
It comes from something, I don't know, but it's like dressing to your finest.
Alright. Dressed to...
I was dressed in, like, sweatpants and a t-shirt, and I just wanted Chipotle. I was sad.
Dressed to the nines. English idiom meaning to perfection or to the highest degree. Modern English usage for common appears dressed to the nines or dressed up to the nines. Oh, just as good as you can get.
Yeah.
So a top hat and a skirt.
Yep. But I
need a
was...
top hat. Oh wait, I do have a top hat. Did I put it back outside? I think I did.
But also, everybody at Chipotle, they're constantly in, like, speed mode, so the last thing I wanted was to piss them off.
Right.
And Ollie went up there and talked to them, and I was like, I'm sorry. And so Ollie went up and remade my order. Like, I sent them all the information, and I got the wrong... It came back with the wrong salsa on it, and I was like, this literally isn't that big of a deal, but I'm still upset that it got fucked up twice.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, am I
Look,
mad that they remade it? No, I'm super grateful that they did. Am I upset it got fucked up a second time? For sure.
Getting it fucked up a second time is, like, infinitely more of a kick in the balls than getting it fucked up once. Just ignoring it.
In all seriousness, I tried to eat it the next day while, like, half-baked. And I was like,
Something's wrong.
This has no joy in it.
Yeah.
Like, I started eating it, and I was like, this is the sadness that I felt 2 days ago.
Yep.
I require not eating this right now.
Yep. I get McDonald's a lot, and, like, 98% of the time it will be, like, the patty, and the cheese will just be, like, half off of the patty. So, like, one side of the burger's just no fucking cheese on it.
Also, am I the only one that, like, is starting to get sick from the chicken nuggets?
At McDonald's?
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, after I eat them, I feel, like, physically ill.
I haven't had them in, like, a couple weeks, but...
I should just go to a different McDonald's.
Yeah, just go to a different McDonald's. Where do you go? Do you go up to the one
The local one. Well, I consider local the closest of whatever is
the
there.
one in...
Amelia.
This direction? By, RRI?
Next to my apartment, but not the one on that corner.
Got it. Past
Yeah.
Chipotle.
It's past my bank.
I don't know where you fucking bank.
U.S.
I know we're in the U.S.
Yes.
Is it... Okay, so it's on the right, going that way out of your apartment.
Yes.
Okay. I know what you're talking about then. It's a little further up. But still, there's like 9 McDonald's near here.
Yo,
It's
can we
ridiculous.
talk about the demographic...
There are more...
Demographic, not demographic.
Demographic. That's a combination of the Demogorgon, the demographic, and the Kraken.
Real fast chat check-in.
Still nothing. 1 viewer apparently.
Awesome.
Thank you, by the way, for being here.
But, so the thing is that, the demographic of people that work at McDonald's, why is it 16-year-olds in high school,
And 80-year-olds.
people still looking for a job at the age of 20, and cracked out 60-year-olds?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Because there were 2 people working at the McDonald's once, and, like, one of them, like, had the scratch and shakes, and I went, we should never come here
the
again.
scratch and shakes, the fucking, you know?
Yeah.
I did that too well, I think.
Which, like, not like a Tourette's tick stim way.
Right.
In a,
Like,
I need
they are
crack
on
and I need
drugs.
it now way.
It's my crack and I need it now! I watched Invincible.
How was it?
Yesterday.
How was it?
Good. It's very good. Very good. You haven't seen it, right?
Nope.
Yeah, it's good.
There's a lot of big names in there from what I
Yeah, there's fucking...
saw.
God, I'm trying to remember. I know J.K. Simmons is in there. God, now I gotta look this up. I think Will Arnett might be in it.
Maybe.
Why did I pull it up on my phone? 2006 film? Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Cast. Come on. Stephen Ewan, Gillian Jacobs, Seth Rogen? Mark
Nice.
Hamill's in it. Walton Goggins. Zachary Quinto. That's who I was thinking of.
Gotcha.
Not that they're any closely related to whoever the hell I said a minute ago. Justin Roiland? Frat bro douche. Yeah, that's all I recognize. Also, Jimon Hunso, the guy who did he was in Guardians and Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Clancy Brown. Yeah, I don't recognize anybody else in here. I recognize the face of Jason Mantzoukas. Oh, he plays Rex Blood. Okay. I think that it's the guy who's holding like a martini glass full of olives, and he says, "Don't mind if I do." You remember that?
No.
No? Oh, hang on. I gotta look this up. Don't mind if I do. It's just like a meme template. I gotta find it. Here it is. This guy.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, he's great.
He was in the
That
Good
is
Place.
a martini class, right?
Yeah, he was
Okay.
in the Good Place.
I don't remember what the Good Place is.
Okay,
Listen. I hear The Good Place, and I think, oh, it's a horror movie, because I immediately associate it with The Quiet Place. And I don't know why that happens.
I'm gonna spoil it just a tad, just because it gets revealed in the first season. If you haven't watched it by now, it's been like 5 years.
Yeah.
The show is it's the afterlife. It's all these characters that are supposed to be in heaven. It's disguised as heaven. It's actually hell.
Okay.
And he plays the assistant's partner. Because the assistant is named Janet.
Okay.
But Janet is both not girl and not robot.
Subsid.
More just assistant.
Sid said subsluts.
Nice.
That was too many S's.
I also said hi to myself.
Oh, I didn't see it. Why is your... Hold on. Okay, why is... I'm not trying to nitpick here, but why is your username very close to the word enema? Because I think it's ENMA, if I'm reading it correctly. Oh, it doesn't go far, but... I don't think you can read it from here. You can't read it, can you?
Oh!
Yeah.
I could read it, yeah.
Yeah.
This surprisingly helps.
Does it actually?
It gets all the fucking hair out of my eyes.
Does that help? Oh, I guess it does. Screenshots taken out of context. What is that, 42 minutes in? Yeah, that sounds about right. What were we talking about? Good answer. Oh, there was a new ERB, too.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it, too. It was,
Dude,
King
if they put out an epic rap battle every year, except it had that fucking production quality, I would give them money.
Oh, yeah.
If I had money.
If I had money. Say that again. Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what again? Who was it? ERB. It was Ragnar Lodbrok and Richard the Lionheart.
Yeah, King Richard the First.
Yes.
I had to burp halfway through that.
I think it was Richard the First, and the greatest Viking of all time, supposedly.
I no longer want a blanket.
Okay.
Which means it's time.
Are you wearing pants?
Yes.
Alright. I mean, you're the one who's on the foot wiki. And guess what? They're out of frame anyway!
Good.
They're underneath the table so no one can see them.
I hold the power.
I'm gonna turn this trash can just a bit though. Actually, I'll move it. Whoop. Stop doing that.
Don't want me doing little
you're
waves?
only harming yourself. I don't think Twitch cares about feet, but you're only harming yourself in this scenario. Crazy, man. What was it? ERB. All the new Nintendo stuff and Xbox stuff. Sea of Thieves, which I found out, by the way,
Half off!
it is half off on the Microsoft Store. I don't know if it's on the Xbox. I know it's on the Xbox. I don't know if the same discount... I don't know if the discount travels over to the Xbox One, is what I'm trying to say.
I watched you load in the next sentence.
Hang on. Yeah. But, it's half off, at least on the Microsoft Store on PC. And, there's a new... Apparently it's on Season 2, so I've heard, or so I've seen. Because I played a little bit this morning. I've been trying to get it back up and running. And they have a new Jack Sparrow thing coming in.
Ooh.
Where they have... I know they have Jack Sparrow. I think they have, whatever her name is. The witch lady.
Yes.
They have Davy Jones. They probably have Will Turner. And... yeah, I think that's it. Nice. I don't know what else there is. I know you could probably find, like, the Black Pearl and, what's Davy Jones' ship? What was the name of Davy Jones' ship? Yes, we know it's you, Sid. Apparently she's watching Has Been with Friends.
Nice.
What was the name of Davy Jones' ship? Flying Dutchman. That's what it was. You think Davy Jones is a locker on the Flying Dutchman? You're an ass. If he does, it's cursed. What else we got? This might not be important to others, but I think we would agree on its importance, how little interesting it is, but what's his name? Chilled Cow, I think?
Yeah.
The guy who does the lo-fi radio, which you may have been hearing this entire time. How did they phrase it?
Available for background streaming.
Right. Because, like, everything that plays on here now is, like, just all, like, clear to use, so anyone can use it in the background of streams, which is probably really big for streamers who were just doing it anyway, and now they're like, oh, my videos aren't getting taken down anymore. Thanks, Chilled Cow.
Yeah.
I think we got another 10 or 15, and we could probably close, but God, what else has been going on?
Then let me hit you with a question.
Okay.
Because I remembered it. Has it already been
Candles.
2 hours? Yeah, it has been 2 hours. Damn.
It's been... Yeah. But you said something about candles earlier. I remember that.
Candle scents. I want your opinion. Are they to replicate the scene that they're themed after?
Give me an example.
Midnight Sea.
It is meant to
smell... Are they meant to smell like it or complement it?
If a candle were to say Midnight Sea, I would expect it to smell... like the ocean.
Okay.
That's what I think. Does it smell like a fucking boat or some shit?
No, I just, like... I was wondering, because there's a bunch of fucking candles based off of, like, scenes of life. You know what I mean?
Like campfire, like...
Yeah.
Like log cabin.
Yeah.
That's a common one that I hear about.
Does it smell like a log cabin?
No, I think it smells like fire.
Or is it meant to smell...
In the sense... No. That was honestly not a joke, but I was going to make a thing in a second. It, in the sense of log cabin, I think it should smell like, what's the really good smelling wood? Is it cedar?
I think it's pine, but yeah.
It's definitely not pine. 'Cause,
I like the scent of pine.
Well, you might like the scent of pine, but pine isn't the good smelling wood.
Yeah.
What is the wood that smells really
That's
good?
like how because of my upbringing, I really enjoy the scent of oil, gasoline, and burnt rubber.
Right.
Like, those all have nice spots in my brain. They might smell like ass.
Right.
But they hit that, like, joy spot in my brain.
Like,
for whatever reason.
I'm the same way with, like... a long time ago, a lot of the streets around here got repaved with all that new black shit
Yes.
instead of the gray shit, and that smell was so good to me. Also cedar is the word I'm thinking of, so I would say that candle smells like cedar. But going on the joke that I said I was going to make, this is going to sound like I'm crazy. I can't smell candles. Someone lights a candle, I smell smoke and nothing else. I cannot smell what a candle's supposed to smell like. I don't know why. Like, if the candle's just there, like, if it was recently lit and I go up and just sniff it, it's still going to smell like smoke. But if, like, the candle's just opened and never been used, I'll smell it like it's like a fucking air freshener or some shit. And I'll be like, oh, it smells purple. Because they're not really...
There are some candles where the scents aren't strong. There are some
To me,
candles...
that's all of them.
Well, like, also, that's why I use incense. Is because what's burning, the actual smoke,
Right.
is what's going to give off that scent.
Right.
Because you're actively burning the material that makes the scent.
I just realized how little I know about incense.
Incense is fucking awesome.
I'm gonna have to come over. Well, no, can't. I might have to buy some incense and try that
That's
out.
another thing real fast with the cat thing.
Yeah.
Our place is relatively clean of actual fur and dander. Or dander is harder to detect, but fur,
Oh,
which
shit.
is usually what dander is attached to.
See, but would you rather me come over and die, or would you rather me not come over and not die?
I would rather you see a doctor and figure it out.
See, but I know I've had the reaction before.
Yeah. But you've also been in my apartment with cats and lived.
Yes, but there have been times where I've felt things about to come on.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to say because it kind of depends on what
I'm
part
getting itchy just thinking about it.
what part of the cat actually causes the allergen for you.
The cat.
Well, no, like Ollie has severe cat allergies. I have.
Right.
Fuck you. I have allergies.
What part of the cat causes the allergy? The cat.
Like,
How do you have severe cat allergy if you don't...
I didn't say severe for me.
How
Ollie does.
How does Ollie have severe cat allergy if... Like, how the fuck do you have a cat?
Because it's the dander that Ollie's allergic to. So the cat is never in our room. If the cat is in our room,
So
it's
does
for
Ollie
like
just constantly
2
leave
hours.
the room?
No, it's called the cat also doesn't leave their scent all over the living room. The only thing that actually causes it, usually, is whatever is trapped, like the leftover dander that's trapped in the nails of the cat.
Okay.
So, like, if the cat scratches, bites, or, like, kneads on Ollie's arm, it'll start itching violently.
Got it.
So,
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I see where that's going now. Okay.
Because it's not, like, but Ollie can't be in the same room as cat litter.
Right.
Just because of fragrance. Because
Right.
they're also allergic to most artificial fragrances, which is why incense is really good for them.
Okay. Okay.
You know, incense, if you really get into it, is...
I don't want to be too much like the guy who used to live in this basement.
I don't think you can ever reach that, honestly.
Yeah, but I don't want to take a step in that direction, you know? Because he used a lot of incense.
Also, he was hiding a lot of shit.
Yeah, he had a box full of nothing illegal, I should mention, but something I'm not going to talk about.
Pee-pee top hats.
Not just those. PP replacements.
No! But also, like, it's...
Your instant reactions are so funny to me.
You don't get a collection of jars. You just buy one little board or, like, something to hold the incense.
For a PP replacement?
No. You put the incense in, you light it. All you have to do is once it's caught fire, you blow it out. Not, like, hard, but just extinguish the actual flame, kind of like you're lighting a cigarette.
Oh, the thing caught fire. Right?
But the leftover heat that's in, like, the actual center will burn it down. And it'll collect all the ash on the bottom.
Oh.
The other thing is that it's a much better for cleansing. if you're into witchy shit.
No, fuck off. I'm not. I am much.
You know my views on that. As much as I may not.
I know your views on that. You know my views on that. I'm very skeptical. However, the other week you did mention a thing that you weren't supposed to. I told you not to mention it, and you did it anyway. And then bad things happened.
But if you light those, it's supposed to also get rid of that energy, that negative shit.
Fine.
Like when I'm
unrelated to that, I might check out incense.
When I'm cleaning, I light them all the fucking time.
All right.
Because that scent hits my brain, and my brain goes, "I'm doing things that are good."
It's a natural high.
Like my brain just goes, "Oh, you're actually being productive." Because looking at it, and it's like, this thing moved to this way. This doesn't mean anything. But for some reason, associated with, I think it's because of my childhood. Because anytime my dad cleaned, he used to fucking light a candle.
Why is my hand doing this?
Because it's good for your brain.
Fair enough.
You have undiagnosed mental disorders that you should probably go get checked out.
Probably. I'm never gonna get them checked out.
Says you.
That's not gonna, like, cascade into fucking insanity or anything.
No,
Probably.
It'll just cascade into maybe kids.
That's
kids you might not have.
What?
If you ever have a kid, you need to get genetic testing done to see whatever fucked up you got that's gonna pass on to your kid.
If I'm going to have a kid, of course I'll do that to make sure that they're not like a crippling insane person.
Like my parents didn't do that shit.
Of course they didn't. Look at you.
Exactly.
That was really mean.
No, I mean that was honest. My parents didn't look at shit. They just went, "Oh, fuck a boy," and I went, "I'm broken," and they went, "Good." Live.
That's probably what my parents did too, to be honest.
One of them didn't get to go say live.
Look, a
they
boy!
Left they left at 15.
What? Oh, I know what you're saying. I thought you said, like, your parent left at 15, like they were 15.
He might leave Earth if I'm not careful.
Whoop-de-fucking-do. Mine already did.
Yeah, well, he had one foot in the grave.
No, he had one foot out the door. What was the phrase that we used? I know what you're talking about. I'm trying to remember the joke that we used.
You bitch, I'm funny.
You are funny.
It was one foot in the fucking swing towards your head.
See, the joke was that he was missing a leg. Because, oh god, I'm gonna tear something out here and it's gonna fuck everything up. Am I gonna hit any of these cables? Nope, we're good. Alright. Oh, fucking ow. I went to physical therapy yesterday. I learned some exercises to help with my back.
Yeah.
Because apparently I have arthritis. And
sorry, roommates needed to know about dog piss.
that's fine. I don't know why I was about to say your Thursday night.
Yeah.
You know how your shoulder blade's kind of like baseball plate shaped?
Yes.
At the point closer towards the center of my back on my right shoulder blade, felt like underneath that bone was a marble that needed to just be cracked or put back into place, and I just could not get that fixed. It was fine Friday morning, but it was really bugging me. And then I did physical therapy, learned some exercises, and I was like, you know what, this is a lot better. And now my shoulder hurts.
Oh.
So the marble is moved up to like my fucking neck, where my neck meets my shoulder.
It might just be like a bubble of some sort trap.
It could be tumor.
Oh, it's never good.
No, never is.
Not if you burst it.
Just fucking, just punch it. Just punch the tumor.
Omni-Man that shit.
Omni-Man that? Wait, are you thinking about the
Yes.
episode 1 with the Mr. Elastic? Yep.
No, with not Flash.
Not Flash. No? Oh, now I know what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about Stretchy Man.
Nah, that was
his
just
name?
a
Martian Man.
The actual superhero that he's probably based off of is Martian Manhunter.
Yeah, because it says it's Martian something with an M. They're also all same letter alliteration.
Did you see that someone has decided that Jeffrey Bezos is just Lex Luthor? Because Amazon
really
Prime has the 2 biggest shows about superheroes like Superman being evil.
I mean, he really is. Also, I like how we've started calling him Jeffrey Bezos.
Yeah.
I really like that. Like, what was the other one? William Joel. That was the one I heard of. Sing us a song, William Joel. Play the piano, man. You had to have heard of that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What were some other good ones?
Well, no, like the Boys, that show, which is like kind of like live action Invincible in a way.
Pretty much. What was his name? Hold on. What's the guy's name? He's blonde. He wears the American flag as a cape.
I don't know. He might be like Mr. Freedom or some shit.
Mr. Freedom. He's super America man.
Yeah, but
Who?
so that's Amazon Prime exclusive, and Invincible is Amazon Prime exclusive.
Yep. List of the Boys characters.
So the two shows where Superman-like entities are considered evil is ran by a dude who looks like Lex Luthor.
His name's Homelander, apparently.
Oh yeah.
I think. Yep, it's Homelander. I remember a scene, or Corridor, the guys from Corridor and the guy who directed The Boys, did like a VFX breakdown
Nice.
where Homelander is just staring out in front of a crowd of people, and they're all saying, "Superheroes suck. You don't speak for us." And then he
I
just
know
gets
exactly what
he
scene you're
gets
talking
really angry and just fucking lasers like 10,000 people. And it's, oh my god, it was fucking insane. Because then he like takes the lasers back and then he's looking around. It's like, oh, that was all in his head. Oh god, that was all in his head.
After the podcast, I got some YouTube stuff that I want to show you actually.
Of course.
Because you reminded me of it because you were talking about Corridor.
Yeah.
That's not just a Corridor thing. That's a multi-profession. Like there are multiple YouTubers that
That do the VFX artists react.
no.
I feel like they started that.
No,
though.
not just VFX artists react. Like doctors and lawyers
Yeah, I know.
that look at.
I
Like,
know.
I
Corridor didn't start the X reacts to profession, or profession reacts to X profession thing, but they are like the VFX breakdown guys.
Well, like I knew that it existed, but there were two people that I was like, oh shit, these guys are
Yeah.
awesome.
yeah.
Like just
I
the way that
remember,
they talk and their presence and everything was
Yeah.
a lot different than other people.
I also remember like tattoo artists reacting to shitty tattoos, and it was like,
Well, it's not
It's
even
not
it's
good.
not even reacting. It's breaking down the
Yeah.
actual legal situation or medical situation.
well,
which is-
React gets the fucking
yeah, it's
gets
the,
people to
the
go,
big,
oh,
the
React.
ping word or
It's the
keyword
ping
or
word.
whatever.
But
But I can't remember the doctor's name, but the lawyer's named Legal Eagle on YouTube.
I remember him.
He's fucking awesome. He did an episode with the medical dude about it was an episode of Grey's Anatomy. And so the situation was this dude wanted a specific hip made by a specific company because he was a snowboarder, like an Olympic snowboarder.
Okay.
And it got so bad that he had to have his legs amputated. And it turns out, with information that wasn't provided until later, that the hip was a recall. Like, all those hips were being recalled. They were bad.
So whoever got it installed, they just ripped their hips out.
No, so the thing is that Legal Eagle talked about all the legal ramifications of the entire... Because it shows an entire court case throughout the episode.
Okay.
Legal Eagle talks about what is and is not allowed in the courtroom, the proceeding, the way that evidence is shared, and just how that all should be going, and just how wrong a TV show perceives it. Because
Right.
you have to remember that there are people that look at Grey's Anatomy and shit like that, and they're like, "Oh, this is how legal stuff goes," and it's like, no, not even remotely close.
Right.
And then there are people that look at medical stuff, and it's like, no, what the fuck? No,
Right.
no.
Right.
Um,
If I may, real quick, one thing that always pisses me off because everyone gets it wrong to the point where someone I knew who was a nurse told me that the correct answer was wrong. Defibrillators
yeah,
cannot restart a heart.
correct.
If a heart has stopped beating, you do not use a defibrillator. You do compressions.
Yes.
If a heart is going like a fucking psychopath, that's when you use a defibrillator. Defibrillators are meant to stop the heart so you could get it back into a regular rhythm.
Well, it's also like
TV shows used to restart the heart all the fucking
well,
time.
it's like turning off a power outlet.
What do you mean?
Like I see a defibrillator as a way to reset the heart. So not turn it back on, but just put it back at normal, which would be off.
Right.
So like a defibrillator does that, but also like
well, that's what the if a heart's vibrating irregularly, that is fibrillating.
well also
That's why that's to stop it from
electricity is constantly flowing through the heart.
right.
So the defibrillator sends that extra like regulatory shock.
Okay, baseline. You do know a defibrillator just stops a heart.
Correct.
You don't need to, theoretically, don't need to use it more than once because it's just stop, and then the compressions will start the heart back up, and then that keeps them alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like, that's also the thing with, like, I think the other unfortunate thing that comes with that is, like, firefighter and cop shows.
Mhm.
Is, like, you watch firefighters that are like, oh, this doesn't make any sense, or you watch cops that are like, this doesn't make sense.
Right.
But the other hand is that while there are certain regulatory practices that aren't commonly covered in, like, actual police force that are covered on the TV show, you go, wow, that makes sense.
Right.
That should be in the actual police system. And it goes, how unfortunate.
Yep.
It's not there. And it's like, oh, that should be in there. And they go, no, I don't think I will.
Yep.
But, like, firefighters and stuff, it's crazy. Just, well, like, there's so many times where I want to look into it myself, even though it's the worst thing to possibly look into.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if we need to wrap up, I'll leave it as, like, the closing question.
We can go for another 25 if we need to.
Okay. Is
like
actual police law.
Right.
Because I've been told by people that police don't actually have to protect and serve. I've been told that providing certain information to cops is not necessary, needed, or legal.
Right. And
This, that, or the
as
other.
far as I know, that's true.
To an extent.
Not necessarily that it should be.
Yeah.
Like, also, the reason, at least the reason I remember, and this might be outdated by now, but cops don't need to learn the law as much as lawyers do.
Yeah.
Because
which is
if they see,
rough.
hey, that doesn't look right, I'll arrest, and then they will see if anything that they were doing was breaking the law. Which, typically, if a cop says, hey, that's probably illegal, sometimes it is, but I guess there's obviously times where nothing was wrong about what they were doing.
Yeah. But, like, the other thing is like, a lot of cops in TV shows are portrayed to be, like, remorseful and stuff.
Right.
There's a lot of times where cops aren't actually remorseful, and so you have people that are being sent into abuse situations
Mm-hmm.
that have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
Right.
They have no idea how to actually diffuse the situation, and end up just making the person who's been abused feel worse.
Right.
But in TV shows, it's like, oh, you'll be fine, it will take excellent care of you. And then they do, and it's like, damn, I wish that was fucking real.
Yeah, and that's, I wouldn't say that's bad copywriting. I would say that's bad writing. The person who was abused was written poorly. In
Yeah.
the fictional stories.
Well, the way that I see it is, like, and this has been called for a lot, is, like, not, like, because a lot of people want to just eliminate police.
Right.
Which is, like, understandable, but consider the following.
Please, consider the following.
Like, we just need to, like, I personally believe in reform. Mainly because,
Explain. For the idiots of the audience.
like,
It's me.
take down a house and rebuild it. Reform it.
Gotcha.
Just because I feel like there aren't proper background checks on certain officers, or proper disciplinary actions for officers.
Like, murdering someone.
Yeah, and then still
2 weeks,
being on the
2 weeks
force.
unpaid, and then you come right back.
Yeah.
That's not, no, you murder someone, you should get fired. Wrongly murder someone.
There's no, I'm gonna bring this up, there's no way to not talk about this without thinking about the George Floyd situation.
Of course.
But
God, that's been like over a year, hasn't it?
Yep.
That was May 25th, I think?
But the thing is that the dude, Derek Chauvin, the guy who knelt on him, had 9 other disciplinary issues.
Right.
9!
Yeah.
You get fired from a job sometimes for 1.
Yeah.
Let alone 9.
Let alone fucking 9.
So it's just an issue of, like, I think people forget that this is a job.
Right.
And you need to be professional about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, people have started
Also,
treating it like if you worked in food service, and that's just not okay.
well, if you tell people that, then they're just going to be like, oh, so I disrespect every single thing that this person's doing because that's what other people will do to people in food service.
Yeah. Well, like,
people...
well, there are also people out there that think that the police are designed to work for them. And that's not how that shit works.
How that works.
Because it's like, there were people that, like, because I it's hard to avoid the endless feed of Karen videos that are on the internet.
Right.
But it's people that call the cops on these businesses, and it's like, they won't let me in unless I wear a mask, and it's like, correct. You need to leave. And then they're like, well, I'm not going to leave. And it's like, okay.
You're
We will escort you out. And it's like, no, I'm actually going to hit you in defense. And it's like, okay, well, you have now just assaulted an officer. And now you're being arrested. And it's like, well, why am I being arrested? Well, you did just assault an officer. It's like, no, I didn't. And it's like, well,
you could have just put on the fucking mask. Save everybody, like, hours upon hours of, like, paperwork and bullshit.
Well, so there's, like, 3 McDonald's and not even a 15-minute drive.
Right.
In this town.
There are, from here, this exact spot, I can name you at least, there's one over there, there's the one by your apartment, there's the one up here. I think there's one up in... What's it called? The one with the movie theater where Markiplier grew up? Milford, I think.
Much rarer. I can tell you the location of 3 Frisch's Big Boys off the top of my head.
I know there's one. I know there's one further down that way. I think. Is it that way or is it this way?
There's the one deep in Batavia.
This way?
The road that the school's on, if you just keep booking that motherfucker, you'll eventually get to Batavia. There's a Frisch's down there. I used to go there with my grandparents, that's why I know.
Yeah, I don't
but, like, literally go anywhere else.
Right. Any fucking where else.
If it's a local business, respect them.
Yeah.
They're local.
Yeah. They're local. Like,
also, people forgetting that private businesses are private, even though they're open to the public.
Right.
Like, my house is open to the public if I invite them,
yeah.
but it's my private home.
Right. This is also my private home, unless I invite someone that's not a public person, that is the owner of this home.
But, like, the other way that I see it is, like, if I put down a sign that says, come in, and my door open, come in.
Yeah.
If I have a sign that says, come in unless, and you come in and you haven't regarded the unless,
yep.
then I'm gonna ask you to leave.
Yeah.
Because you're in my home. Disrespecting my rules.
If you text someone who's looking for their dog at 11 p.m. to go to your house to pick up their dog that you stole.
I didn't steal a dog.
You didn't steal a dog.
That dog was
found
lost
a dog.
And found. And then...
Have we told that story?
Lots of people. I was maybe baked for that, so...
You were definitely... Fucking Christ.
Nobody
I think we did tell that story.
That I was high.
I don't think your mom knows that you exist.
She does.
Does she?
Yeah,
she's
I'm
your mom.
Worried about her.
Are you?
Genuinely, yeah.
Alright.
My relationship has improved with my mom.
Has it?
Yeah.
That's good.
How much more time do we have?
We could go for another 15, I think. But we could just cut it, because it's over an hour.
I ask that because I have another question, and I will let you decide whether we talk about it here or privately.
Alright, go ahead. Ask the question, and then the internet will see whether or not I'm scared to talk about it.
Can I give you the subject, and you might know what I'm talking about?
Maybe.
FNAF.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Because I know very little about this. I remember the trailer. There was the Moon Man.
No! That's not what I'm talking about. Scott retired.
Did he really?
Yep.
Is the game out?
Nope.
Is it coming out?
Yes.
When?
Don't know.
Is this the last game? Or?
The reason Scott retired is not super. So essentially, there was a rumor going around that he had a political view, which everyone is entitled to.
Right.
And then he got doxxed.
What does that word mean? Is that canceled or?
No, it means a bunch of people got into his information, got his location.
So people hacked him.
Yes, and then threatened his life, even though he has 7 children.
Scott Cawthon has 7 kids?
And another on the way.
Since fucking what the hell? I remember he had 2!
That on the way is either the 7th or the 8th. But also, he had 2 when the first one came out, and that was about 5 years ago.
He had 2, I know for a fact he had 2 during the second, because I remember someone saying he has his older son plays the game for secrets, and his younger son plays the game for exploits and bugs.
Yeah.
And he were the 2 playtesters.
But the thing is that, like, his wife is actively pregnant.
Just, like, she's constantly pregnant? Like, as soon as she has a kid, just another one goes in?
No, I mean, like, while he was being doxxed. like she's so many months in.
Got it.
But they were doxing him because of the possibility of his political view. And
you're allowed to have opinions.
then they found out that he donated a bunch of money to a certain previous president.
Was it Trump?
Yeah.
Okay, that's his fucking choice. It's his opinion.
And everybody was like, you're a shitty person and you don't like gay people. And then they fucking forced him into retirement.
Okay.
So, your thoughts?
I'm a little biased because I know a lot of gay people,
Yeah.
but no. But
Go on.
yeah, I have the. It's colorful. But he's allowed to have opinions.
Yeah.
If he's not out like with a fucking machine gun murdering like baby seals or babies or fucking or murdering gay people.
Yeah.
He's allowed to just be like, you know what, I'm not gonna be a part of this. If he's like actively trying to like cause harm and fucking, that's not cool.
Here's the way I see it. If you have anything to do with the LGBTQ community and you want to help them, do I agree that he would have been the best? No, not at all. But the issue is that he was not looking for that when he tried to endorse a president. He wanted other things, which I can't blame just because my mom. Me and my mom don't see eye to eye. Granted, she's not the best when it comes to
Your mom,
the being gay thing.
your mom doesn't have eyes.
Oh, no, she doesn't. Mainly because she's not accepting of LGBTQ stuff unless you're like 18 and make conscious decisions. Which, I mean, all of my decisions are conscious. They're just dumb, and I'm still gay. Decisions.
Who turned into Sean Connery?
But the issue is that, like, the amount that he donated is a fraction of what you've seen him donate to MatPat and just the Trevor Project in general.
How much did he donate to Matt? Wasn't it like a 250,000 or something? It was like way up there.
Yeah, it was pretty high. It's like, you gotta, like, you're really gonna...
You're like, he's donated to charity for like... What's Trevor
Also,
Project?
you didn't back up that wheel about 7 years? Because it was also people definitely that have just now figured out that he's a Christian pro-life man.
Yeah, like, you couldn't tell that from the games he worked on before FNAF.
Well, because he came out in a Reddit post, he was like, listen, these are my views, and you can either like it or not. And then he went, actually, I'm going to retire, because people are threatening me.
Yep.
But, like, he made Jesus games
Yeah.
for, like, a decent amount of time.
Like 10 years, wasn't it?
Yeah,
7
just
or 10
about.
years,
And then he
something
made
like that.
one game about murder robots, and everybody went,
Everyone went,
"Ooh!"
Yeah.
But also, all these people were a completely different age and mindset as then. I am not the same person I was when FNAF 1 came out.
Yeah.
And some of these people have developed into having political beliefs and opinions.
When FNAF 1 came out, I think the thing I wanted to do with my life was be a painter.
And now you're gay.
I'm not fucking gay!
What flavor of gay are you?
Vanilla.
Okay.
These are old flags.
Have you done the I am Stan and I was wrong dance about your sexuality yet?
I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
You're all good.
But, before we close, do not send death threats to people.
Yeah, just be nice.
Yeah. Any death threat you have for any other person, send it to me instead, because I can take it.
Hey, don't do that.
No, listen, like, because I know they're not for me, and if they are for me, then I'll just go, oh, I get it, they're an asshole.
Well, I mean, my big thing is, like, just think for a second.
Right.
Because, like,
Write the
it
angry
would be
email.
different if he was like, Trump is the real president.
Yeah.
It's a big government conspiracy. It's just like,
Yeah.
he was like, oh, he lost. Oh, well.
Well, he lost his mind. Oh, well. See, Scott Cawthon.
Oh, no, not even that. Like, Scott was like, oh, well, I guess he didn't win.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Like,
Shoot for 40.
like, I can respect that. That's a political belief. Do I maybe have a little bit of, like, I don't know what I can trust telling them?
You have a bias.
Yeah, I have a bias. Who doesn't have a fucking
But
bias?
that's your opinion,
Yeah.
which you are also allowed to have.
I have an opinion that you shouldn't threaten to kill people.
Right.
But, like, unless you're in the prison system and a child molester, that is a set of rules that I don't fuck with.
But that's a thing we don't need to discuss today.
Prison rules are fucking crazy.
Where'd your Coke go?
In the trash.
Oh, did you throw it away?
Yeah.
It's recyclable.
Fuck.
We recycle in this household.
I forget, alright?
I should put a recycling bin down here.
You should.
Yep.
But no, so
Put it on this
my
corner.
thing is like, if I didn't look at the balance of people having opinions, I wouldn't have a family. I literally saw my aunt on Facebook with a "Socialism Sucks" sticker on the back of some dude's ass. And I went, you know what? This is my family, and I really enjoy this aunt. So I'm not going to let our political differences get in between us. Because at the end of the day, they can either respect me or get the fuck out of my way as I live my life.
That is, first of all, really funny. And second of all, a great mindset and way to live life.
Well, because, like,
Respect
A,
me or get out of my way.
yeah, like, A, they live in Florida. B, what are they going to do? Tell me I shouldn't be gay? Fuck you. I'm going to be more gay now. Eat a dick. Actually, I will. Fuck you.
Eat a dick. Just kidding. I'm eating the dick. Get fucked.
And also, it's like, if you have an opinion about me, why don't you come see me, and then you can make the opinion yourself, you fucking dimwit.
Say it to my face.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the courage to do that, you don't have it.
Yeah.
I think that could about wrap it up here.
Sorry to put the deep
Oh,
part
but-
at the end.
Yeah. No, that's fine. It's a good deep note to end on. Fucking, if you write an angry email to whoever the person is you're doing, and then when your email's done, make sure it's all spelt correctly, proper grammar and such, and everything's all good to go. And then when you think it's ready to send, hit delete. Don't save it to drafts. Don't send it. Delete it. And all your anger's out.
Yeah.
There you go. It's a great solution. I used to do that all the time. I've sent one angry email, and it is the reason I don't go back to college.
Nice.
And
I left one angry review on a shitty pet place.
I've left one angry review. Do you know where it was?
Where?
It was our school.
Oh, yeah.
It took 2 accounts to make the review, because it was 10,000 characters. Because the review's only limited to 5, or it might have been 1,000, and the review's only limited to 500, I think.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, but I remember. I don't want to say the name of the guy, but I remember seeing a review by someone I knew. I don't know if you knew him as well, but the review was the full name of our principal, and it was just like, I'm just gonna make one up. Dave Smith, love that guy. That was the whole review, 5 stars. But unless you got anything else.
Nah.
No? Alright, well,
I'm just gonna piss and wash my hands after this ends.
not in that order. Thanks for coming. Go piss. Go wash your hands. We'll see you in a week.
Drink water and piss again.
Sid should be back. Will you be here next week?
Do you want me here?
Sure.
Okay, then I'll be here.
Alright.
Unless I work.
See ya.